Jamie Dimon, the chairman and CEO, was addressing the government shutdown, and he said this, quote, "We need good government policy to help the economy. The shutdown is not going to help the economy. We don't know exactly what it's going to do, but it's not a positive." He went on to say, if it were to go on for the whole quarter, it could reduce growth to zero. So that line in particular has grabbed some headlines. Going back to the earnings themselves, we did see that big miss on fixed income trading, both for Citi and for JP Morgan. The CFO, Marianne Lake, saying one quarter is certainly not a trend. She wouldn't really be drawn on whether January has bounced back, but did make that point that last quarter not necessarily going to be repeated. And of course, that was a big reason for the miss from both Citi and JP Morgan. In terms of the credit quality, overall saying credit fundamentals are okay. We're reasonably sanguine for the overall space there. And then on the topic of Brexit, Jamie Dimon was asked what he thought would happen in today's vote. He wasn't really drawn specifically on the vote itself, but did say, quote, "We still don't believe it will be a hard Brexit because it will be so hard on the UK and the EU," so suggesting that he imagines the two sides will reach some kind of transitional agreement, whether or not, of course, that is today. He wouldn't be drawn on. Guys?
Hey, Wilf, just one question, because we sort of heard two versions of what Jamie said on the call, and we weren't listening ourselves. When he talked about the idea of zero growth or negative growth, was he talking about his own view, or was he talking about other views or somebody else's views? We had talked about Ian Shepardson from Pantheon, who put a report out just yesterday making that same point.
No, he was saying that clearly if it goes on forever or goes on for a whole quarter, then it's going to have a big impact. You know, it could reduce growth to zero. I'd say, you know, it wasn't a throwaway line. He certainly said it, but his point was, you know, if these things exist forevermore, then of course they drag growth down. I don't think he was saying this is a hard calculated number that all of his economists and himself have studied. It's just a point, the longer it drags on, the more hit to growth will be.